Close to the southern German city of Kelheim, the Danube flows through a wild, romantic and rocky landscape. Here, both nature and culture combine in a unique way. At a sharp bend in the river is the Weltenburg Benedictine Abbey. The Weltenburger Enge is one of the oldest nature reserves in Bavaria. Originally, only a small tributary of the former ancient Danube cuts its way into the massive Jura rock. It cut deeper and deeper until 150,000 years ago it became a major river, and since that time the Danube has forced its way through these narrow confines. A hidden and difficult to reach location that has been known since ancient times. Although secluded, the area was prone to flooding, and various hostilities made life difficult. It is believed that in around 617 AD, an Iro-Scottish monastery was established here in this harsh landscape as a missionary station, and that marked the beginning of Weltenburg. It is the oldest surviving monastery in Bavaria. In the 8th century, the rules of the Benedictine order were adopted, and in 932 AD, Weltenburg came into the possession of the Bishop of Regensburg. In 1714, the foundation stone of a new monastery complex was established, and the talents of Munich artist and architect Cosmas Damian Asam were engaged, a man known by Abbot Bächl. It was Asam who created this famous religious building that still bears his name today. The vestibule, with its stucco busts, ceiling painting of the Last Judgement and stucco reliefs of the four last things, gradually introduced the large dimensions of the dome. From the vestibule, the main room shines out with magnificent altars. In gold and marble. The church is deliberately kept dim in order to accentuate the dome, side altars and high altar. All around, angels and saints that depict religious scenes. The centre of the inner dome appears to open up to the sky. However, the painting deceives the eye because in reality the wooden ceiling is flat and the lighting effects are created by hidden windows. The theme of the figurative ceiling fresco is the gathering of all of the saints in front of God's throne of clouds. A masterpiece of perspective. Behind the pipe organ and timberwork is the light-filled choir room that is accessible by way of a spiral staircase. Here too, Asam frescoes are to be found on the vault and the walnut choir stalls, and decorated with guardian angels and various inlays. This intimate space is for the choral prayers of the monks. A sacred area. In front glows the Theatrum Sacrum of the high altar. A limited view of the dome depicts Principal Abbot Maurus Bächl and Abbot Asam as a genius. A bust of Master Cosmas Asam features in the inner edge of the dome. The success of the monastery of today is due to Abbot Maurus Bächl. Under him, the Baroque complex was built along with the world-famous Asam Church, including farm buildings, a mill and a school. Thousands of years of history are presented in an historic rock cellar, the monastery's turbulent history from the Middle Ages until the present day. The emergence of stucco figures are highlighted here in various stages of construction. A skillful art of both plaster and straw. In 1803, the monastery was closed by the state, but on the instigation of King Ludwig I, it was reopened in 1842. The Benedictine order was allowed to continue here and to live according to the monastic rules of Holy Benedict. Ora et labora, pray and work. At the rear of the monastery, the Arzberg has been inhabited since Neolithic times. From the banks of the Danube, a pilgrim route leads to a small pilgrimage church. It is said that in 575 AD, Holy Rupert consecrated a chapel here that was built above a Roman temple. An altar guards the Virgin Mary and the bishops Rupert and Wolfgang. In 1050 AD, the Monasteries Brewery was founded. It's the world's oldest brewery in which beer continues to be brewed according to Bavaria's purity laws. Although today only 14 monks live in the monastery, the guiding principle of the order is still observed, and visitors continue to enjoy the spiritual ambience of this holy place along with its worldly pleasures.